Well, hello, my fellow car milers. How are you doing this fine Sunday afternoon or morning or whenever the heck you're watching this? Heck, it could be Monday. Who knows? Anyways, I want to just bring some information up and want to show you something really cool about Luka Cee products, what's going on, what we've got planned, and how everything works, because I'm getting a lot of questions, and I just thought I'd kind of fill some of that up. And I want to talk about one specific, very popular conversion kit that we have been producing that is hard, very, very hard to get, and I want to show you also the demo model that it was used on. It's pretty spectacular. Let's just move along and we'll talk about this stuff. I haven't been able to stock AndysHHQ.com for the past couple weeks. Just personal things, life things have been going on. I haven't even really talked to Andy much about it. I feel bad about this. He's probably wondering what's going on. Again, I say this all the time. Please do not contact Andy's HHQ. They are strictly a distributor. They do not know what's going on with Luka Cee products. They get the product when I can fill it. Contact me directly through my... Well, there's a lot of ways to contact me. I've had people, get a hold of me, and I answer in the comments below. I have Luka Cee Products Facebook page. You can contact me through that. And I also, on there, has the correct avenues to get an email to me. My email address is on there, so do that. Sometimes I don't check it every day. Don't get frustrated. It might take me a few days to get to you. I have a lot going on, so getting back to you, I will. I might not get back to you right away. I try to fix everything. That also goes for if you have any issues with the product. No need to contact Andy's HHQ. They don't take care of that. If you have a problem, have a bad part or whatever, contact me direct and I will take care of you directly. Don't get frustrated if I don't answer that day or whatever, but I will get to you. I am trying to get into the mode of looking at that email. It's not my main email, but the Luka Cee Products email, which that's not what it is. Just the email is on my page. Go there and check it out. Not group, but page. Luka Cee Products Facebook page. I will get to you as quick as I can. I am trying to up me checking it every day, get back into that habit. It's something I got to work on, but I will get to you, trust me. I just wanted to make this video to kind of clear up how we do things around here. With that being said, yes, I haven't been filling any product with Andy's HHQ. I haven't really been making anything for a while. A lot of things have been going on. I am in production right now with a new run of stuff. I'm hoping to have stuff at the mid this coming week. I hope to get over to Andy's and replenish. I'm trying to work on new molds. I was working off of really old molds and a lot of them failed, so I'm in the process of making new molds of a lot of things. So that's also held us up a bit. The molds are really old. I'm going to get all the stuff that I've already had that seems to be very popular. And I want to hear in the comments below, and this is information that goes to Andy too, is what have you gotten from us or been watching that you really like? I want to make sure I get this stuff made and we load them up. I kind of get an idea what are the real popular things I really want to get heavy into. We're still in the development stage of this company. I'm still trying to figure things out. I haven't got my whole production line figured out how to do it, how to run it efficiently. I'm in the work still. I'm still in construction of my shop. I'm still, organizing, setting it up, modifying how, okay, this isn't going to work. I'm going to have to change this. So I'm in my infant stage of doing this. So it takes time. And resin casting is not a high production thing if you want quality. I'm not going to speed things up to have my quality decrease. I'm very, very much into the quality of the product. That is where I stand with it. I will never, ever do anything to put above the quality. And that is speed or the amount of product out there. I'm the only one who does it. I haven't found anybody that I could even bring on anyways that I would teach how to do it. I'm open for that later on. If this thing ever blew up big, of course I would. But right now, I'm a one-man operation, doing it completely 100% by myself. It's a lot because I have a full-time job taking care of Felix. And if you guys watch this channel, you know what that taking care of Felix.
Okay, settle down. Come here.
That is my number one day job. And there's also a lot of other stuff that has to go with that. But with that being said, we have run into kind of a setback problem, an ongoing problem. Some of you may have heard of me whining and crying about this. In the 12 years that I have been out of this industry, companies have changed, products have changed. And what once was a great company that I used to get all of my product from, now, well, they suck and I don't get anything from them. At one time when they were great, they had a product that was my clear resin. The stuff was so fantastic. I still have a few little bits that I cast 12 years ago. They're still beautiful and they're still crystal clear. And for some ungodly reason, I cannot find a clear resin from any other company that was like this clear resin. That company definitely, I've tried all their clears, and that company now absolutely has blown it. They're just, I don't know why. I call their tech line. Their people know nothing. They're people that weren't around back in the days when I was regularly doing business with them. I now solely do business with Smooth On / Reynolds Materials, or anyways, if you want to do resin casting, that is the best stuff now. The movie industry uses Smooth On products. The big problem I have with them is there's a clear I would like to try out, but they use large amounts. I cast such little clear that I need to find, first of all, a good clear and a company that sells it in small amounts, because dropping $150 on a gigantic gallon of clear that I'm going to use 16 ounces of it before it goes bad is just not good business. Making taillights, making headlights, making blinkers in clear or red tinted clear is impossible at this time. I can't do it. And that has stalled a couple of my conversion kits. One that is very much asked about, and I'm going to really talk about here, and I want to discuss with you guys of the alternative I can go with for now until I discover that clear, or if there's anyone out there watching that has really good experience with resin casting and making small parts with clear. This seems to be where the issue is. My molds are enclosed. They're like an envelope mold that I make a lot of these taillights with. You can't use any UV treatments to this clear. They're very small part. They just don't fully cure, and they're very rubbery. I've sent a few pieces out I'm very concerned about. If you happen to have one of those, just be real careful. I mean, hopefully it doesn't distort, but I'm hoping that some of the clear parts aren't rubbery and stuff. If you have that problem, contact me. We're going to have to come up with a different arrangement, or you can try to use that part. I think once you get it in there, it should be fine once you have it installed, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. It's the product. It's not me. I've tried everything, been working on it for months. This is a problem that I'm just having a huge issue with. I hope you guys have sat here and listened to what I'm saying. This is really important if you are someone who is interested in my product or wanting to buy the product. With that being said, the main item I want to talk about is this one right here, the 74 Camaro Conversion Kit, which is a awesome kit. But as you can see, it comes with clear red tinted taillight lenses, which I have gotten the feedback from people I wanted to switch to was everybody kind of wanted it to be non-tinted where it would be crystal clear. That's an issue because, again, trying to find a clear that has UV protection and won't yellow, 1. 2, that probably wouldn't be that big a deal because that you guys want to paint it and then leave the backup light clear. That's the whole purpose of casting it clear. Eventually, that's what I really want to do with this item, but I haven't been producing that kit. I was actually making new molds of it, so I've got all new molds for it, so the kit is actually going to be a lot nicer. My issue is with the tail lights. So what I want to present to you guys, because there's a lot of you out there that have missed out on that kit, that want that kit, what I might have to do in order to get this kit out to the public is flat out cast those tail lights in regular resin. It'll be that gray resin. Maybe I might cast them in just white. I could do a lot of different, it doesn't matter, but the thing is, it's basically going to be regular resin. They won't be clear, and I know people are going to complain who don't understand or never bother to watch this video. There's nothing I can do about it until I find the proper clear. If there's anybody out there that is kind of in mass production, professional or whatever, resin casting, that does a lot of small clear parts like headlights, taillights, and stuff like that, and knows of a resin I can use that will fit my bill, please in the comments below or contact me and let me know. I have been begging people to help me out with this, and nobody has given me a good suggestion. But I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. I just haven't been able to find anybody that can help me. Anyways, back to what we're talking about, this Camaro Conversion kit. It's a really cool kit, and I want to show you a model that was built by a very close friend of mine who I've talked about in the past. He's now deceased, so he built this for me. I cherish this model a lot. It means a lot to me, but he built it for me to display how awesome my 74 conversion kit, even though this isn't a 74 Camaro that I'm going to show you. You got to check this out. This kit was what was intended for is what's available out there these days, and which is the best second gen Camaro kit in the last 20 years is the one put out by AMT that started out as the Baldwin Motion Camaro back in 2000. They've reissued it, and they also did a Z28 version. And then my favorite version that they did that I was absolutely ecstatic about is when they came out with the standard nose full bumper version Z28, this kit right here, which is just astonishing. I just was so thrilled, even though it took away another conversion kit that I used to produce that was one of my best sellers. That's a bummer, but I'd rather round 2 come out with this kit, and I lose out on my conversion kit. I can do other things. I don't mind. That's the kit you start with. Fantastic Camaro kit. I used to own quite a few early 70s Camaros back when that kit first came out, so I could really scrutinize over it, and I can say, yeah, they did it has some pitfalls you got to work with, but they nailed it. It's a beautiful kit and a great way to start if you want to build a full bumper mid-70s Camaro. And that's where this guy here comes in for you guys who want that, because we all know that when you find those kits, whether it's the MPC or the AMT version that was produced back in the 70s and then got retooled to do the later 70s, early 80s, those things were gone, never to come back. Those kits go for exorbitant amounts of money. So I'm here to help you out where you don't have to pay a lot of money, because that seems to be a very popular era of Camaros that people want to do. Let's flip the camera around, and I want to show you guys this incredible model and what you can do with my conversion kit and that round 2 Camaro kit. Let's take a look at it.
You're watching the Luka Cee channel on YouTube.
So here we have it. This is a beautiful rendition of a 77 Camaro done by my late friend Frank Bennett, who I speak a lot about on this channel. He was such a fantastic modeler, fantastic friend, and I asked him to take my 74 conversion kit, which he helped me with the developing of, and did actually some of the finishing of the mastering bodywork that I had done to make it fit the particular kit that was used to turn this car into what it is. He said he'd be happy to make a demo model for me, and I was expecting a 74, but Frank, in his ways, he likes to do what he wants to do, and what he always was fascinated with was the 77 Z28. It was an interesting year. The Z28 had disappeared for 2 years from the offering on the Camaro line, and mid-77, Chevrolet brought the Z28 back with this car. And what Frank really loved about the car was the fact it was pretty much just a decal package with a couple of spoilers. And but the fact that they took the aluminum bumpers and painted them body color. And then Frank was always just a fan of the SS wheels right there. You like my McDonald's stir stick from many years ago? So he went ahead and built this model for me, and I that's fine with me, because what's really great is it shows you here with a little modification how you can turn it into a 75, 76, 77. For those of you who don't know, the back window changed after 74. It was the more just right back here, and then in 74 after the 74 line in 75 they wrapped them around, and that is something that Frank did. He wanted to replicate that. This kit actually started life as the AMT Baldwin Motion Camaro 1970 and a half Camaro. And that is what my conversion kit is engineered to be used on. It's very easy to use. A little bit of cutting. You have to do a little bit of cutting back here to get this whole section on. The front, you just lop the nose on. The new nose pops right on there, real easy. There's tabs to follow. It's just a very simple conversion. Very little, if any, body work needs to be done. You probably need to do a little bit of filler right there if you choose to, just because a line right there wouldn't be correct for the Camaro. But man, Frank just did an outstanding job on this for me. It it definitely is a great representation of what you can do with the AMT/Round 2 70.5 Camaro, any variant. And my conversion kit will get you a mid-70s full bumper, whatever they would call them, big bumper Camaros, which there was a time nobody liked them. They were cheap as anything. I used to buy those all the time, part them out. And now, or they became, dirt track race cars because of that bumper. The dirt track guys love that bumper. So you can't find those anywhere anymore. They're really high dollar. And, well, there you go. Now you can make it. So it's now become a very popular thing. I'm sure one of the model companies eventually are going to grab up on this. I'm sure we're going to see in the next couple of years either Revell or Round 2 will tool up a brand new Camaro model, and it will be, they'll do a 74, 75, whatever. This particular one, the 77, would be an iconic one to do, but we want to have those chrome bumpers, don't we? Because you want to do any mid-70s Camaro. But I don't know what the decals might have come from. I don't know where Frank got the decals. If you guys ask below, I can't answer that. But I know that this started out as the AMT 70.5 Camaro, the Baldwin Motion. He did use the Baldwin Motion car. The interior isn't 100% correct. It still has 70 interior. I hope to one day work on a conversion kit to convert the interior to make it correct for a 70, 4, 5, 6, 7. Until then, you guys are on your own on that. I can help you with the body, but we will be getting that kit back up when just might have to make some alterations for a temporary time, but we'll get those kits back up. A lot of you guys really want to build a car similar to this. But man, what a beautiful model. Really builds into a great looking mid-70s Camaro. So there you go. That's Frank did an amazing job on that. That is a highly cherished model. He's given me a couple of them. I have a few of his models, and that's one that is the one that I just hold really dear to my heart. He was a close friend. It was a terrible loss for all of us here who were friends with him, and it's cool that I got that, and it was a gift, something that is a working gift for me, and now it has come back into the line of working for me again. I really love this model. He did a fantastic job with a little bit of work. He said it was very easy to, like I said, it was very easy to make that back window if you want to do on 75, 76, 77s. I call the conversion kit only a 74 conversion kit because if you don't do that modifications, that's the only thing you can make as a 74. It's just easier that way. I don't want to go 74 to 77 conversion kit, even though it is, because the only kit available that it works with and that I engineered it for, you can only make a 74 unless you modify that back window. Anyways, I've gone on. I want to hear down and below. The important thing is what I want to hear from you guys is if you guys want this kit and you are willing for a while to overlook the taillight situation here, I will get that kit back into production, but it'll be basically solid resin taillights, and you guys are going to have to paint them. We'll see what happens, but in the meantime, I will not be able to produce them in clear until who knows when. So I want to thank you all for living through this. This was long. I'm sorry, but thanks a lot. I had a lot of information I wanted to get out there. I hope you watch this to the end if you're watching right now. And be sure to go over to down in the description below is a link. And maybe I'll put a link. Let's try it right here. That's a link to my Teespring store or they call it Spring now, whatever. These companies love to change their names. That's my store to buy all the great mugs and shirts and stuff like that, and that really helps support the channel. It takes a lot to do this, and every little bit helps. That's why I have my producers at the end of this. Those people are great, and some of them have been with me since the beginning. And if you want to be a producer, go over to my Patreon, link down there. Or how about, let's try, I finally figured out how to do this. Here's a link. Of course, if you're watching this on TV, those links don't work that I go that for. There you can become a producer, and believe me, those guys, with their feedback, not only just monetary, but they are the first ones I listen to with feedback. I would love to be able to give them something, but they've been so cool. They don't expect anything from me. I try to put content for just the Patreons. I haven't been able to do that for a while. I would like to start maybe doing a live stream with just my Patreons. These people, they're like, no, we like what you do. You don't owe us nothing. I've become really good friends with some of them. It's pretty cool. They're great people, great supporters. You want to get on with them, whether you do it for a month, do it forever. I appreciate it, and I will put your name, in the scroll at the end. Where BG goes, here's the producers. There you go. There's where you'll be. So the store, but I also have one more item I want to talk about is my Wrecking the Hobby Tour of 2023. Yep, I hoard model kits, and I'm destroying the hobby because of it. What a great tour. This is our third tour we're doing. This time we're going massive. We're going to do it instead of the summer tour. It's going to be the entire year of 2023. We're going to kick that thing off. We got these sales of these shirts, but unfortunately, for some unforeseen, unknown reason, Teespring will not put the shirt in my store. So you have to go to this link, also in the description below, and I also have it on my Facebook group, and I'll probably put it up on my page too, is you have to go to a single solitary lonely little link that get that shirt. And I've actually been getting a lot of people going there. I've sold quite a few of those shirts. They're pretty cool, man. Yeah, gotta support the hobby. Gotta support the wrecking of it that we love to do here. So get on over there and get that shirt. That thing's cool. I know my buddy Pat Redmond. I think this is his third one. He's the one who, I almost never did it again after I did the first one. He was the one to say, are you ever going to do that shirt again? That was great. So for him, I did the second one. And then I figure, I think we'll just keep it going. We'll do every year maybe, or every other year. We'll see how it sells, if people really like it. I get a big response from that shirt. It's kind of always been my most popular shirt. It's a weird one. I got to get a new one. My old one is so all worn out. I wore it so much. Anyways, that's what I do. I go, no, I didn't have a stroke. Thanks a bunch for watching. I hope this answered some questions. If you have any more questions in the comments below, ask me. I will get back to you in the comments below and answer your question about this subject. If you anything about the Luka Cee products, go check us out on Facebook, Luka Cee products page, and you see what's going on. I try to keep up with that or whatever's going on. Go over to andyshhq.com. All the product is listed there, even though it says sold out. You can go ahead and click on there to say, hey, email me when it's back in stock. I'm going to be restocking this next week, and hopefully I can get things rolling where I can keep that stock fulfilled a lot better. It's just been tough the past couple weeks, but we're getting it. We're getting it figured out. Thanks a ton, man. Wow. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I woke up way too early. I'm going to go resin cast, I think. Man, have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you in the next video, I guess. So, what do we say here? Let's go with this. It's been a while since I've said this. This is me, Luka Cee. Keep gluing those fingers together and keep cutting that styrene. And we will see you in the next video. Here's the producers.